Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, just two of us today.
Indeed we are.
Patreon's your thing. Check out the link in the description below. Absolutely loads of stuff on there. All starting for a bargain price of just
£1.50 a month.
Yeah, bargain that is. And these full
cheapest
watch-alongs to things like
Family Guy.
Yeah,
US Office.
Yep.
We've been doing in between us lately, haven't we? Which we're coming to the end of soon. But
yeah, we've got Last Dance on there.
Last Dance
Loads of stuff.
You.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff on there. So check it out. There'll be new stuff coming on as well as we approach the end of the In-Betweeners.
Yes, absolutely. We're looking at one or two things in the pipeline, and we're going to be going through it very, very soon.
Keep your eye on that if it's for you.
Yeah.
Prisoner of war who blinked a secret message on TV. I've got a vague memory of a story of this. I don't know if we've reacted to something similar before.
Right, okay.
I know we haven't done this one. Let's get into it anyway, see what it's about. POW who blinked a secret message on TV.
The POW who blinked a secret message on TV. The Vietnam War. The year was 1965, and the Vietnam War was heating up for the U.S. forces. A group of naval A-6 intruder all-weather attack aircraft had taken off from the aircraft carrier USS Independence. They were on a bombing mission assigned to attack hostile military installations. The squad of attack aircraft were deep inside North Vietnam territory, near Hanoi, when the lead aircraft was hit by enemy anti-aircraft fire, causing the plane to plummet out of control and crash into the ground below. Luckily, both the pilot and bombardier managed to eject safely, but were caught short by enemy soldiers after they had landed. The pilot was 41-year-old Commander Jeremiah Denton, an academic who had won the renowned President's Award for his thesis on international affairs. Before being deployed to Vietnam, he was an accomplished and respected strategist who had served as the Fleet Air Defense Officer with the 6th Fleet. In 1966, after a year in captivity, Denton and a large group of American prisoners of war were paraded through the streets of Hanoi for propaganda purposes, being beaten and harassed by the large civilian crowd that lined the route.
I mean, I know I shouldn't really know much about it anyway because it didn't involve any of our history. What we did,
right. Yeah.
I don't know much about the Vietnam War.
I don't know a great deal. Obviously, over the years, you do tend to learn a bit about it.
You watch movies, don't you? You see movies and stuff like that.
You see movies, which actually does bring a lot of history to a lot of people as well, you know, if you don't know much about it, because obviously it was in the 60s, so when it started anyway, so long time ago. But not massively well up on it.
No, me neither.
At one stage, even the North Vietnamese soldiers guarding the POWs were fearful the crowd might kill the American prisoners. On another occasion, Denton was forced to take part in a North Vietnamese staged television conference. He said the conditions were adequate in the camps, but backed the U.S. government policies, refusing to condemn their involvement in the Vietnam War in defiance of his captors' instructions. During the televised interview, Denton managed to blink a Morse code message which spelled out torture. He did this by pretending the glare of the television lights was bothering his eyes. Remarkably, the message was picked up by U.S. naval intelligence and was the first time that the American military had conclusive proof of the mistreatment of American prisoners of war by the North Vietnamese. It is thought that the interviewer was a Japanese journalist brought in to give the appearance of neutrality. Denton seemed to want to get across his torture message at any cost, so he gave lukewarm answers to their questions in order to get his interview broadcast. But he made sure his answers would be of little propaganda value by saying conditions in the camps were adequate, and a very diplomatic answer about his government's involvement in the war. Denton was later to say that he did not like talking about his imprisonment experiences, as he always had terrible nightmares for days.
So the guy sat there, glaring lights beaming in his eye, being interviewed while answering questions while passing on a Morse code, and I can't even pat my head and rub my tummy at the same time.
Gee, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Some of these guys in the military, absolutely different level, aren't they?
Yeah,
they really are.
Yeah.
For him to think, even just to think about
it,
like that,
and
do it under those circumstances, 'cause he was clearly under duress, wasn't he? So
incredible,
amazing.
To pick it up as well.
Well, yeah,
for someone to pick it up,
absolutely. Yeah, you've got to be really on it, haven't you?
Days afterwards, Denton spent a total of almost 8 years in North Vietnamese POW camps, enduring much cruelty. He was systematically starved, tortured, beaten, isolated, and humiliated. Denton was mostly kept at the prison camp nicknamed Hanoi Hilton, ironically called that by the prisoners in a sarcastic reference to the U.S. luxury Hilton hotel chain. It was probably the worst of the prison camps, as there was widespread torture taking place there, including sensory deprivations, electric shock torture, mind games, and various different types of beatings. U.S. POWs generally endured terrible conditions while in captivity here, despite the claim by the North Vietnamese that they abided by the Geneva Convention, claiming they treated the POWs extremely well. But during all this time, he showed incredible leadership and courage. For 4 of those years, he was kept in solitary confinement, at one stage being kept alone in a 3-foot by 9-foot windowless cell. On February 12, 1973, with the Vietnam War finally winding down, Denton was released and returned home. He was awarded the prestigious Navy Cross for his bravery while in captivity. Hey, Simple History fans, if you're looking for...
Yeah, good channel that. I think that's... I don't think that... Is that it? I guess it is.
Not sure.
Yeah, I guess the rest of it's just advertising for the channel. It's a good channel. It's I know we've done stuff from that bit in the past. But yeah, what a brave guy. I mean, you're talking... going up there, risking everything to put across a message.
Absolutely, because if they sort of sussed out what he was trying to do, then...
Yeah, it puts your life in jeopardy, doesn't it?
No, just a bit, absolutely, massively. But
it's bad enough what he was going through anyway.
In conditions for 8 years, I mean,
I know.
It must absolutely mess up your mind and just everything about you. Yeah, absolutely incredible.
I know, like, if you capture prisoners now, you've got to look after them and all that under the Geneva Convention and all that. They obviously weren't doing it.
Yeah, you were supposed to, then, weren't you? That you were still there then, but a lot of places just...
Well, you have stories now coming out of where people like the Gulf Wars and stuff like that, where stories from there and everything that goes through. There's a lot of shit that goes.
Yeah, there's all sorts go on, don't they?
I'm reading a bit at the moment with the SAS, what they went through. In Afghanistan, and it's not good. Not what they're going through now when the government turns the back on you a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I can imagine it's just absolutely hideous. But like I say. Massively brave guy for doing all that, and
just a smart guy as well, picking up on it and doing it. And whoever's picked up on it to sort of like go, he's giving us a message here. I guess is what it is.
Yeah, again for being under such pressure as well, but still having the forethought to do it. And it's absolutely amazing. But I mean, that is the military for you. The training that they go through for years, and they put it to use like that. And amazing.
Interesting story.
What a guy.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.